What the heck? This is a weird screen. Well, hello and welcome everybody. Randy, riggedy, replay back at it again. Your second seed Minnesota Vikings football is online on the air all across the SSN as per usual. Here you go, NFC NFL playoff picture, NFC and AFC, I suppose that was correct. We hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving this week, and we hope you're ready for more of football 4 short days after the holiday. Tonight, or this afternoon rather, the Minnesota Vikings will be in Las Vegas to play the Las Vegas Raiders. And Davante Adams will be their star player, their top threat. As we take a look at both of these teams, Minnesota comes in number 1 in offensive points per at 44. They kind of slipped away from that 50 to 51 average they were getting all of a sudden, minus week 4, of course. But Las Vegas will come in. Excuse me, must be this Las Vegas soda I'm having. Comes in at 23, 23rd in the NFL with 26.2. Minnesota Vikings offense ranked number 4 against the 24th overall Las Vegas Raiders. And we have the last ranked defense against their number 14. So they're middle of the road. We are dead last. My goodness. Our corners have had trouble with slot receivers this season. Good thing Davante is an outside guy, but their slot guy we're going to have to prepare for. But obviously you have to scheme for the deep throw and Davante. So that will be order number 1. We take a look at the injury report as we do both. As we do for both teams ahead of every single game. And DJ Wanham, who is only out for 1 more week, nursing those broken ribs. Actually, Brian Asamoah is playing for him. He's doing pretty good. So next man up mentality happening there for sure. And then the rookie Jaquelin Roy. Oh boy. Hopefully that hip heals soon. We're going to need him 3 more weeks on that. And then for the Las Vegas Raiders, I'm not really good at doing that. Patent Mr. Chris. Hunter Renfrow, wide receiver, dislocated ankle. He is out for 3 more weeks. And then we don't have to scheme for Josh Jacobs, who is on the IR from a broken fibula. He is still out for 18 weeks. So out until the beginning of next season, at the very least. My goodness. So Renfrow and Josh Jacobs are out. So Minnesota gets a lucky break. We just have to contain crazy Davante. The Minnesota Vikings have released Isaiah Hodgins. He only had 2 catches, under 50 yards, I do believe. And he wasn't really contributing when he was on the field with the resurgence of Scotty Miller catching 2 balls. And although in the preseason he did shine, he hasn't done much with his opportunity, so he is no longer part of the team. We wish him the best, all the rest. And the Minnesota Vikings have signed Simi Fehoko. If you remember, we just signed him to the practice squad a couple weeks back. Coaching staff must have been afraid that he was going to get picked up in the wave of these guys that have been signed off our practice squad. So Isaiah is out. Simi is in. I don't know if it's Semi or Simi or Fehoko or Fehoko. We're going to figure it out. And then the Minnesota Vikings have re-signed Hunter Nicewander to a 1-year, $2.5 million deal. So one of the kickers on this team will be back next season. So we'll kind of see what shakes loose with all that. Hunter Nicewander, big man punter, staying in purple. Kings have crawled back to have crawled back to 50 personnel on the team, which is right where Kevin O'Connell likes to hang around, I guess, as we have held 50 this whole season. Actually, this whole franchise, it's been around 50. I do believe we dropped under 50 once, and that is when, towards the end of the year last year, with the Adrian Peterson signing. That we were at 49, but he likes to hang around 50. Enough out of me. Players are ready on the field. or ready to take the field, rather. We have some kickers going over some pregame warm-ups, and the fans are packed in Las Vegas, where Minnesota is looking to cash in their chips and become 9-3. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a minute. And hello and welcome to Allegiant Stadium. Ready to host this battle between two teams that are still vying for positions in their respective, oh snap, conferences. I didn't expect the drop there. Here we go. Minnesota looking to cash in and become the sole owner of #1 seed. As you can see, they have been introduced here moments ago. And the Raiders looking to kind of stop our cash in and call our all-in call and make us fold, but that's not going to happen here today. There he is, Derek Carr, getting warmed up. The pride of Las Vegas. Used to be Oakland, but now they're out here. And for Minnesota, we keep saying it, it's going to be all on Anthony Richardson. He's been struggling as of late. There he is right there. And he's going to have to get the ball to his playmakers, one being JJ, the other being Dalvin Cook, and as of late, Sam Laporta. So it's all about mitigating, eliminating, or trying to make sure you don't cause too many turnovers on the offensive side of the ball. Obviously, on the defense, it's a little different story. You want to create those plays and those opportunities, but we just haven't been doing it as of late. So Minnesota will defer to the second half after winning the toss, rather. Boom, there's the kick. Beautiful stadium. And we are positioned perfectly right on the 50-yard line. So here comes Derek Carr. And it's true that they have a DJ booth in one of the end zones. It's crazy here. The atmosphere is so good. Derek Carr, 3,254 yards, 18 touchdowns, and 5 picks this season. Of course, no Josh Jacobs, no Hunter Renfrow for the Raiders, and we only have to contain Devontae and then that big tight end. So we'll see. Minnesota's defense against the tight ends, not the greatest this season as well. So there's the aforementioned tight end man in motion, and it is a give to the backup running back, White, and go for 10. Lewis Seen on the tackle. My goodness. So one rush, he gets 10 yards out of the deal. Chopped down by Lewis Seen, also took out a teammate. So we'll see if the new wide receiver plays, as Minnesota will play press coverage. Kendricks trying to guess that snap count. He'll back off. It is an end around. Tries to juke out a couple Vikings. He does. And that will be another first down. So there's Shepard. So the Raiders utilizing the run game early against Minnesota. Got to make sure we stop that as best as we can. Derek Carr's first throw is caught. Big hit put on by Andrew Booth Jr. That'll be Darren Waller on the catch. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Minnesota changing their defensive look. It is a give. Chopped down by Eric Kendricks, and Minnesota's just trying to hit. They're trying to force this ball out. That is what we need here today. Derek Carr, shotgun, gets the snap, looks left, throws, picked off, picked off Eric Kendricks, but he drops it. The intended receiver, White, had to turn into a defensive back and knock it out of the hands of Eric Kendricks, who probably would have went for 6. There's the punt angling out of bounds. This thing will go out of the 25, and Minnesota will take over there. Anthony Richardson coming out onto the field with the Minnesota Vikings offense gives a thumbs up to Kevin O'Connell. His stats are as follows: 4,089 yards, 34 touchdowns, 33 picks. He's in the plus side, but as you can see, not that much. He is a rookie. We will give him a pass for his first year. And it was a botched punt, we are being told. It went into the end zone, or it shanked off his foot, one of the two. We're just so excited about that third down stop that we really didn't pay attention to the punt. And now this place is going to be a rocking. And here we go. Richardson from the gun gets the snap. It is a give Dalvin. Cuts up middle. He will get about 4. And they're going to give him 3. I don't know about that. Okay, just shy of 1,700 yards. 1,688 on the year for Cook. And they'll sub in Tyler Johnson. The crawls across the bottom of the screen, we have to watch the Bucks game. We have to figure out if they won or not. Because if they lost and Minnesota wins, we own #1 seed here. Richardson, empty setback. He's going to throw. Gets the snap. Throws. And it's picked off. Oh, no. Big chop down Sam Laporta, but it's picked off. He tried to get it over the defense. And Adam Thielen was the intended target. Oh, just got underneath the route. And that is what Minnesota has failed to do this season in the passing game. Get it over these defenders. Eric Hendricks comes on the blitz. He takes a bad angle. It's Zadarius Smith. And Brian Asamoah goes down. So our starting left outside linebacker and now our second string left outside linebacker are down. And they're going to go for it. Minnesota caught in a weird defense. They make an adjustment. It's a give, and wow, White will walk right in. Oh boy. And I really want to know how we got, yeah, I want to know that too. And in a 4-3 defense, how do you have that big of a hole up the gut? That's where you want to plug it up the most. So 4th and goal, they score. And it all comes back to Kendricks taking that wrong angle. He had a sack. Point after is good, 7-0 Raiders. My goodness. So, for Brian Asamoah, it is a dislocated shoulder. He will not return, so Minnesota showing blitz across the board. Gets the snap, they'll drop. Flushed. And we do not commit. And it's caught! Are you kidding me? Sterling Shepard, what in the world? And how do you play that off? Did he? I don't know, maybe Lewis Seen thought it was gonna go behind it. Oh my God. Carr out of the shotgun, gets the snap, looks left, throws left, and he just bounces off and goes in for the touchdown. I mean, Keyshawn Boop was the guy who took the big hit. Now, it just doesn't even try. Murphy Bunting doesn't even try, and now we're about to be 14-0 dogs here in Las Vegas. Snap, spot, kick. It's good. 14-0 Las Vegas. My goodness. Stent. 2nd and 12 now. Richardson, empty setback, gets the snap. He's going to take off with his feet. And it's Anthony Richardson down the right side. He gets hit out of bounds. No flag after a run of 33. And, oh, he froze. Anthony Richardson froze. So the play broke down. He sensed the pressure. Laporta threw an absolute awesome block right there. No flag. He goes out. He gets popped. It's just a little push. Kings, that'll trot out Joey Sly for a 52. Indoors, he's near perfect on the season. Kick is away. It's good. 14-3 now. So Minnesota's on the board. Up the last 2 games with injuries. And it is batted away in the middle. Lewis Seen. He will. Sorry, we're trying to talk about Tanner Muse, but we missed the play. It is a throw to, I do believe that's Waller down there. Batted away by Lewis Seen, and Minnesota will get the ball back. 5:10 left to go here in the first. Cole into punt. There's a big boomer. Wangwu back at his own Not going to call for a fair catch. Oh my God, he gets lifted off of his feet. You don't have to do anything fancy here if you're Minnesota. Either way, 2nd and 11 now. 3:06 left to go in the first quarter. Richardson thinks he's got a man. It's JJ left side, feet in bounds. And he's slow to get up, but he makes the catch. And we see a point right in front of the Raider bench. Big completion there for JJ. Look at that. Adam Thielen down the field, double covered. Adam Thielen has been the guy in the receiving game as of late. And the second half, second quarter rather, we'll start with Richardson in the gun. Dalvin Cook to his left. He talks to Dalvin before getting the weird snap. Throw middle, caught. Tyler down to the 1. He gets the first down. So Tyler Johnson, they're going to go no huddle. Tyler Johnson having such a hell of a season. Changing the play at the line of scrimmage, moving pieces around is Richardson. He gives it to Cook. Cook will walk in. Cook walks in. And wait, what's he doing? He's lighting? He's lighting the eternal flame of competition. Oh my goodness, Dalvin Cook. And for a guy that has double-digit touchdowns on the year, I do believe that is number 16 for Dalvin, if I'm not mistaken. We will get a fact check after the game, of course. I do believe that is... Or no, is that JJ that is 15? Anyway, snap spot kick is away. It is good. That might even be number 8 for Dalvin, rather. So 16 play. 62-yard drive. X on the stop. Tanner Muse out there again. Drop him in coverage. Looking, throwing, picked off. Cam Dantzler at the 1. Number 3 picks off number 3. And as he's got one man to beat, he's not going to beat the lineman, which I don't know about that one. That lineman might have to be tested. But anyway, Derek Carr throws it to number 3, picked off by number 3. Sterling Shepard picked off by Cam Dantzler, of course. And Cam Dantzler pads his lead. I mean, it's rudimentary football, Watson. So Minnesota... We're having some visual problems as well. Minnesota, deep ball. It's JJ, left side. Angles, and he is free. Sending up a wave, and we get a gritty in Las Vegas. So, on a big 3rd and long, you have a guy, and that is number 16 for JJ. You have a guy who can burn you at any opportunity. There you go. You see him. And once he gets in space at 21 miles an hour top speed, he just waves goodbye to the defender real quick. Why do you not play over top? I don't understand. Either way, JJ on the big play, and this is about to be 17 unanswered. We go up 3 pending the kick, which is good. Hunter Nicewander kicks us to a 3-point lead. Who's getting the call? So I should probably stick to the call on the field and not the games that have already happened. Yeah? Derek Carr, 3rd down. Harrison Phillips finally gets back there. We've seen it. Play after play. Harrison Phillips dominating the interior of this offensive line, and he finally gets there. So big number 97, and Minnesota is now suffocating these Raiders. Now, Derek Carr wants a horse collar tackle, and I think he got it. I do believe that was a horse collar that we just got away with. So Cole will punt it away to Wongwu, standing back at the 30. And ooh, geez. So tried to cut it in, gets off the block. So Minnesota now out of the gun. Richardson will move. Dalvin Cook. Okay, he tells him to stop. Here we go. Gets the snap. I guess he won't. Has a man left side. It is JJ again, and again he burns him for his 2nd gritty, and Minnesota has scored 2 plays back to back, same play. The last 2 passing plays have been the same exact play, and now we're about to go up 10 pending the kick. So the game where you needed to see big play out of Richardson. He tells Dalvin to move, and then he calls him back. And maybe that did something to the defense. I don't know, but you can't stop JJ. He's been getting... Okay, well, we'll stick to one thing at a time. Joey Sly's kick is good, 24-14. 24 unanswered points by the Vikings here. From the slot position, big focal point here today. Give is to White. He'll get in for number 2. So Zamir rather, not Zadir, Zamir will score. And this will make it a 3-point game pending the kick. 24-21. Snap spot. Kick is away. It's good. So 9-play, 76-yard drive. 3rd and 1. Carr out of the gun. Hey, that rhymed. Caught Devontae right on cue, and he'll go for 6. Oh boy. And so Minnesota will be down. Just got plugged up over there, that's all. And the safety just wasn't there. My goodness. So, let's make it 28-24. Kick is away, it's good. So, 4-point game. 28-24, you can't let him score a touchdown here. Carr flushed into Daniil Hunter, who will celebrate for his first sack, 18th on the season. Bah! You now have 2, Harrison Phillips and Daniil Hunter. So, there you go. It's a good little play there. Good little play. That'll silence the crowd for a bit. Zamir White behind Carr. And another Viking trips, and it's a touchdown. Another Viking trips, and White is in for his 3rd score of the half. My goodness. Oh boy. This to make it 35-24. And now the Raiders are up by 2 scores. And Kevin O'Connell almost had a pick. Tanner Muse out there left side. Carr back, end zone, Waller touchdown. Easy as pie. Oh boy, so Darren Waller, this thing is getting out of hand quickly. And you got to do something here. I mean, oh man. You cannot put a safety on a wide receiver. Anyway, here's the kick. Make it 42-24, and it's good. Tries to fake him out, not going to work. Throws middle, caught Thielen, go down, please, go down. They take a timeout, that's their final. So, Adam Thielen across the middle now. So we got some hope here. So Richardson, I mean, there's a long way to go here. Tries to get him to jump. It's going to send Laporta in motion, right side. Gets the prolonged snap. Throws it. For JJ, no flags. That will be the end of the first half. Looking to get a pass interference, or maybe JJ gets behind him and they score, but not going to happen. Either way, because the half can't end on a penalty. So I get what you're trying to do, but there you go. There's your stats. There's your scores. Down in New Orleans, the Bears taking care of business before the half. Justin Fields, 103 yards in that one. Oh boy. So later on tonight, we will learn the fate of the Bucs at Packers. Kenny Pickett not having a good day. 82 yards and a pick. Sam Darnold, 95 yards and a touch, as the Seahawks are up just before the half. And in Detroit, the Los Angeles Chargers took care of business earlier today, 23-20. The Lions fall to 3-9, and we get some separation in the division. Oh boy! And hello and welcome back into the booth. Oh, a first half to forget. Well, second quarter to forget. That's what we'll call it. Anthony Richardson, QB rating of 77.4. He was 14 for 25 in the first half, 56% completion, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. My goodness. So now again, he has more interceptions than touchdowns this season. Dalvin Cook, 16 carries, 34 yards, a touchdown, also has a fumble. Anthony Richardson leads the team in rushing yardage. 2 rushes, 44 yards. Receiving, it's JJ, of course. Who else? 6 catches, 183, 2 touchdowns in the first half. Dalvin Cook, 2 for 7. Adam Thielen, 2 for 35. He only had 1 for 10 going into the second quarter. And I mean, it is just tough out here for Minnesota to get anything going. And the turnovers are killing us again. My heavens. Nobody cares about blocking. Going to go to defense. Look at total tackles. Eric Kendricks was 7. Jordan Hicks was 6. Hey, that rhymed. Harrison Smith and Lewisine have 5. Sacks, we got back there twice. Harrison Phillips, Danielle Hunter. Harrison Phillips, what a stat line. 2 tackles, 1 sack. 2 of them for a loss. So he's really trying to get back there just in pass rusher mode. He's not even engaging with Zamir White. He's every single time he's going straight for Derek Carr. It's paid off. He's got 1 sack, and then Danielle Hunter records his 18th on the season. And then Cam Dantzler. I do believe that's number 11, 10 or 11 for him on the year. I wish we could check, but we can't. Pass deflections, we had a bunch in the first half. ABJ, that's what we're calling him now. Andrew Booth Jr. with 2. Murphy Bunting, Thielen apparently. Jordan Hicks, Cam Dantzler, each with 1. Forced fumbles, we got none. No blocks, no safeties, no defensive touchdowns. First half Minnesota Vikings. Joey Sly, the Sly guy, 1 for 1 from 52. 3 for 3 on extra points. So, oh boy. Ugh. Okay. How many times have we been here this season where we're down to a certain extent at the end of the first half? Minnesota's defense, it's no secret, plays better in the second half of football games. We're not out of the woods yet. This book is not over. We're on the last chapter, but I mean, if they score one more time, you're going to have a big problem. It's going to be 49-24. Luckily, Minnesota does get the ball back. We need to score on this drive. If not, throw Malik Willis in there. There's no sense in risking Anthony Richardson to get hurt prior to playoffs. I mean, you take the L, and then you hope the Bucs lose as well, so that you don't get any separation there in the number 1 seeding. Yeah, it is what it is. This has been Randy Replay. Yes, a big problem down in Las Vegas. Minnesota went all in, and so far, if we're not careful, we're going to have to fold. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you for second half kickoff in just a minute. I've just been handed a note. Simi Fehoko is now the punt returner for the Minnesota Vikings. They're going to give Kenny Nwangwu a break as Kenny Nwangwu, second time this season, no flags, he angles to the left side. The opening half kickoff goes for 6. He waves goodbye to the defenders. Kenny Nwangwu, and he swims down in Vegas town. Oh my goodness, I don't know what was said during the halftime break, but Kenny Nwangwu, for the second time this season, takes a second half kickoff back for 6. My goodness. So this to make it 42-31. Snap spot kick. It's good. Making sure everybody knows what their job is. Harrison Smith will come down. Minnesota shows blitz. And here they come. Zamir White will be brought down, and that will be a stop on third down. Bah! Lewis Seen. So just got so lucky. Zamir White ran into his guard right there. Oh, man. Kind of had to angle it back, and he didn't see him or something, but either way, Minnesota catches a break, and they get the ball back. They can make this thing a 4-point game if they score a touch. And Simi Fehoko, first time touching a ball this season. 6'4" wide receiver. Okay. He'll get a positive return. So Simi Fehoko, 6'4", 222 wide receiver. First time touching the ball this season. I do believe first time touching an NFL football in his 2-year career. And it's goes for positive yards. You got to love that. Apparently does Darren Waller. And Minnesota now has another big third down. 3rd and 11. They're out of field goal range here. Throws it away. Now they could try a field goal, and that's exactly what they'll do. Here we go, Daniel Corlson. He definitely within his range. Gets the snap, and he shanks it. It goes wide right, so Minnesota catches a lucky break. Well, did you see what happens when he played with Minnesota? Richardson from the gun now. Looks, has a wide open JJ right side, gets out of bounds down at the 17. And he does his dance, a version of the gritty maybe. Down to a knee. And did he say, look at my grills? My goodness. So that is why you get yourself a mobile quarterback. Really hasn't been good on the rollouts this season. Well, as of late. That time, hitting JJ on the right side. So my goodness, JJ's in the zone again. This time it'll go to Dalvin. Dalvin angles right. He'll be thrown down. 5-yard gainer. And here we go. Minnesota. Richardson from the gun. Gets the snap. Throws middle. Caught JJ. JJ going for his 3rd gritty. He won't get it, but he'll get the first down to the 3. We'll go no huddle. Look at me. So Richardson gets the snap. Throws middle. Caught JJ. Another gritty is in fashion here. And Minnesota will score a touchdown. Now within 5. My goodness, this game is so back and forth. It's like a seesaw. Richardson with his 3rd touchdown of the game, all to Justin Jefferson. And Joey Sly to make it a 4-point game. What a opening to the second half. Kick is good. Ford kicks on the tackle. Tanner Muse is out there. Minnesota will play press across the board. Derek Carr from the gun gets the snap. Looks right. Throws. Mel! You have a pick 6, Andrew Booth. What are you doing? Incomplete. He could have had a pick 6. Instead, he dropped it or batted it away. One of the two. Minnesota. Here we go. Carr. Snap. And he goes down. Zadarius Smith with the sack. Carr throws down the ball, and oh man, Zadarius getting his hump on. And it forces a punt. Daniil Hunter there as well. Now watch Derek Carr here. Oh, they're not going to show it. He threw the ball down just to make it 45-38. Yeah, kick is away. It's good. It's a 7-point game. So a 7-point game. Here we go. 3rd and 15. Not a lot of plays in the playbook designed to get you this amount of yardage. Gets the snap. Throws. Thielen up in the air across the 50 for the first. What a dot. They needed 15. They got 16. Steps up in the pocket, throws an absolute dart. And he comes down with the ball. Gets congratulated on his way back to the huddle. Excuse me, my heavens. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a Scotty Miller sighting right side. Talking around is Richardson, gets the snap. And it goes to Miller, who cuts back up the field. He'll get a first down. Oh, no, he's short. So Scotty Miller almost gets the first down. It's a run to Dalvin. Dalvin squeezes through for the touchdown, his second of the game. Yeah, Zamir White has 3, but we have Dalvin. Can't forget about that. And he squeezes in between that defender and his offensive lineman for the touchdown, his second of the day. And ladies and gentlemen, this to tie it up. In a back and forth battle, Joey Slice kick is away. It's good. We now have a tie game. It is 0-0, 11 plays, 80-yard drives, the second double-digit play drive of the game. 3rd and 12. A big third down here for the Vikings. They're going to drop Danielle Hunter in coverage. Gets the snap, does Carr. Looks. Throws. Batted away. Caught but dropped. So Murphy Bunting batted it away. Almost caught by Sterling Shepard, and he dropped it. My heavens, what a circus play that would have been. So Cole the punt. And Simi Fehoko will touch an NFL ball for the 3rd time in his career. And again, a positive yardage. So Simi doing some good stuff. And there's JJ's numbers in case you forgot. But drop by Tyler Johnson. Richardson from the gun. It's a play action. Throws for Johnson. And he catches it. Tyler Johnson with a catch down to the 32. So after the drop, Richardson will go right back to him and throws another dot. In traffic, big hit, and he holds on. So that will frustrate the coach, Josh McDaniels, I do believe that is. And then it will kind of make this crowd get out of it. Richardson gets the snap. He's got a man. It's JJ, 4th of the day. We get another gritty, and we take the lead. Oh, my goodness. And we talked about it in the pregame. Minnesota staying away from the 50-plus mark. They just hit it here, 51. My goodness, what a day for JJ. Is he going to set the NFL record for touchdown receptions in a season? You have to believe it. This to make it 52-45. So Minnesota, kick is away. It's good. 7-point lead, 10:04 left to go. But don't look past Derek Carr. He's been eating you up all day. Derek Carr going for it on 4th. Big throw, left side. Batted away. Turnover on downs. Cam Danzler. Only plays good when it is necessary, and denied is Devontae in the end zone. He had it. Double covered. He will come down with those. You just got to give him a shot. So 3rd and 9. Richardson, empty setback, gets the snap. It's a throw. It's a catch. No blocking, and he fumbles. A rare fumble for JJ. My goodness. So a rare fumble for JJ. No blocking from Thielen. If you get a block, you get a first down. 2nd and 4 now. Throw picked off. Andrew Booth. Andrew Booth, please take this thing down. Andrew Booth in a foot race with Darren Waller. And here comes Zamir White into the fray. He will split it. Wave goodbye. Andrew Booth pick 6 that. could be your dagger. I'm not going to say anything. It was what the kids call a user, or at least a 50% user. And Andrew Booth Jr. will record a pick 6 when the Vikings are trying to seal the deal. They're up 14 now. We've seen weirder things. Well, pending the kick, they're up 14. Joey Sly, snap spot kick. It's good. Up 14, 2:53 left to go. That could very well be your dagger. Second big hit by Kendricks tonight, or today. And Carr throws, end zone, caught. Touchdown, Devontae Adams. He had Patrick Jones, who has no business being in the end zone on this play, to beat, and he beats the linebacker, this to make it 59-52. So kick is away, it's good. 59-52, 122 left to go. Richardson trying to hype up the defense. They will go with the onside kick. Minnesota's hand team is out there. Pretty good this year. And it is Tyler Johnson. Just go down with the ball. He does. Minnesota gets in plus territory. 121 left to go. You get 4 first downs, you win the game. And you improve to 9-3. And pending what the Battle of Florida does, you go ahead and you get first seed. That's how I see it going. Dalvin Cook, run up the middle. There's timeout number 1. Taken by the Raiders? Or, excuse me, the Raiders. Okay, so Dalvin Cook. Need to get, just need a first down here. Dalvin, not going to get it. Not even close. He'll get a yard. Now you gotta really think about this here. Richardson from under center gets the snap. Tries to throw it away. He'll fumble the ball. My God. And Anthony Richardson goes down. Anthony Richardson goes down. Oh my heavens. So out of field goal range now are the Vikings. Oh my God. There's a big kick. Joey Porter trying to keep it north of the end zone. He will, down at the 4. Nice wander. Big hit. I mean, my God. Just run the ball and kick the field goal. Go up 10. I don't. All right. 3rd injury for the Vikings tonight. We'll see what happens. Minnesota up 7. Big throw. Picked off. Yes. Cam Dantzler. There is an injured Raider. It is picked off. Cam Dantzler. There's your dagger. Dislocated shoulder, Anthony Richardson. Malik Willis will play. Oh boy. Oh no. So Malik Willis will come in. There's your dagger. Run is to Cook. They will have to call one more play no matter what it is. Maybe they'll have to call 2. But Minnesota will be victorious as Malik Willis will take a knee. And that starts the countdown. So a back and forth seesaw battle in one of the craziest games we've seen in the NFL this year. It's got to be top 6. Minnesota will improve to 9-3, and pending what the Bucs do, will have first overall seeding in 10 seconds. So as it sits right now, Minnesota will have number 1 seed. 4-3-2-1 victory. So Minnesota, number 1 seed in the NFC. That game in Florida about to kick off here. Miami Dolphins versus Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you want... Well, there's Richardson out on the field. Hopefully his shoulder's okay. Oh my gosh. Minnesota 9-3, victorious 59-52 in Las Vegas town against the Raiders. Whew, I can't take many more of these nail biter games, you guys. My heart is going to explode. So there's the Allegiant Stadium. There's my heart off to the left. It's on fire. Thank you, fans. Being displayed. Ugly wins are still wins. That is what we have to tell ourselves. Let's get into these player stats and get you out of here. Anthony Richardson. I get it. I get it. He calls the plays at the line of scrimmage. He has the coach's band. I get it. I get it. He wants to prove himself as a rookie. He's a good player. But I don't know why you just don't let Dalvin run and then kick a field goal and go up 10. Like, he takes the game into his own hands sometimes, and he pays the price with a dislocated shoulder. And if he misses any sort of time, I mean, you're going to find out what you have in Malik Willis, regardless. Anyway, Anthony, we'll get into all that here in just a minute. Let's get through these stats. My anxiety is through the roof. QB rating of 88.0 for Anthony Richardson. Had a better second half. He was 28 of 45. That is 62% completion percentage for those of you that didn't know how to do math or didn't look over here. 448 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 4 picks. My gosh. Dalvin Cook, full day again, 34 carries, 115, 2 touchdowns. Also had the big fumble in the back and forth seesaw battle that was the second half. Anthony Richardson, 3 carries, 50 yards, and a fumble. Malik Willis, 2 kneel downs. There you go. JJ, 12 catches, 275 yards, and 4 touchdowns. My goodness. What a game. A career game for JJ. Adam Thielen, 6 for 75. Dalvin Cook, 3 for 20. Sam Laporta, 3 for 27. Tyler Johnson, despite having a big drop in the game on second down, 2 catches, 36 yards. Scotty Miller, 3rd catch in 3 games. Well, this one goes for 9. And then Colin Johnson, kind of being blocked out by Sam Laporta. 1 catch, 6 yards. Nobody cares about blocking. We're going to go to defense, look at total tackles, and we get another triple-double. Eric Kendricks with 13. Jordan Hicks and Lewis Seen with 12. Harrison Smith, Zaza Darius, who left the game with an injury, and Cam Dantzler each with 7. Andrew Booth Jr., sealed the deal. Dagger Man, 6 tackles for him. 4 for Harrison Phillips and Danielle Hunter. 3 for Murphy Bunting, James Lynch, and Tanner Muse. So Tanner Muse in his first start in purple, 3 tackles. Not bad. Didn't get injured. That's good. Tackles for loss. Harrison Phillips with 2, Josh Metellus, Danielle Hunter, Zaza Darius, and Eric Kendricks with 1. Sacks, we had 4. So what they did was they gave James Lynch that sack fumble there in the 4th quarter. So because prior to that, Harrison Phillips had 1. So they gave the full one to James Lynch. So it wasn't a half sack. So Harrison Phillips, Danielle Hunter now who has 18 on the season. James Lynch with 1, and then Zadarius with a sack as well. Sucks because he had such a good stat line. He goes out. Cameron Dantzler leads the team in picks. 2 of them in this one. Andrew Booth Jr. with the pick 6 to seal the deal. No, Andrew Booth Jr. with the pick 6 to put us up. Cam Dantzler with the pick to seal the deal. There you go. Pass deflections, we had a ton. Cam Dantzler, Andrew Booth Jr. quickly becoming the 2 best corners, and they're not even the best one on the roster. 3 for each. Tyler Johnson, Murphy Bunting, Adam Thielen, Jordan Hicks each had 1. Forced fumbles, we finally got one. James Lynch recovered by Simi Fehoko. So there you go. It's kind of funny. There's a wide receiver doing on defense. Or was it? It might have been special teams. I honestly don't remember the fumble. I remember the fumble forced, recovered by Las Vegas. I don't recall a fumble being recovered by Simi Fehoko. I really don't. Anyway, no block kicks, no safeties, and 1 defensive touchdown by Andrew Booth for your Minnesota Vikings here today. We are prolonging the inevitable, and it is not good. I have received word of Anthony Richardson's injury. Oh boy. Okay. It's not good. Field goals 1 for 1. Joey Sly of 52, or from 52. And extra points 8 for 8. Punting, Hunter Nicewander, 5 punts, 250, netting 233. 2 of them inside the 20, so it's not a bad percentage. Kenny Wong-Woo, 7 kick returns, 219, and a touchdown. Longest of 101, the longest of the Vikings season. So 101. Tyler Johnson had 1 on the, what is it? The onside kick. Simi Fehoko came in the second half to handle punt return duties. They wanted to throw him out there, see what they had. He did pretty good. 2 punt returns, 18 yards, longest of 11. And of course, he had the 1 fair catch. So really 3 punt returns, including the fair catch. Kenny Wongmu had 2 for 8. So a big lead. Actually, not even a big lead. It's a 1-score game. You could go up by 2 scores. Anthony Richardson loves to put the game in his hands. He loves to be the hero. It's no secret. And he paid the price here this evening. Once again, just run the ball and kick the field goal and go up 2 scores. I don't get what's so hard about that. But anyway, once again, your Minnesota Vikings are victorious. And as it sits right now, that Miami Dolphins and Tampa Bay Buccaneers game minutes away from kickoff, as it sits right now, Minnesota #1 seed. We'll see what Tampa Bay does. If they lose, Minnesota is #1 seed. If Tampa Bay wins, they are the #1. And oh boy. So couple injuries for the Minnesota Vikings. We are prolonging the inevitable. We'll have to look at them eventually, so we're going to get back to the main screen. This has been a paid presentation of... Wait, a paid presentation? The preceding presentation was the presentation of the NFL. Any rebroadcast, reusage, or redistribution of said broadcast is prohibited without the express written consent of the NFL, the SSN, and any of its subsidiaries. My mind is all in a jumble because I have to figure out what we're going to do now. The team knows what they're going to do. Anyway, this has been Randy Replay. I will see you in just a minute. And hello and welcome back to the main screen, or the injury screen. A little update. Right after the game, it was ruled that Anthony Richardson was going to miss multiple weeks with a separated shoulder. He went into the tunnel prior to the end of the game. He told the doctors, pop it back in, and we'll deal with it in the ladder. So the doctors literally put him down on the bed, put their knee to his shoulder, and popped it back into place. So he will not practice this week. His status for next week is still up in the air. Depending on what the Bucs do, I mean, you hold him out for the playoffs. That's what I would do. I mean, if you drop a couple seeds, you got to take that risk, especially if he doesn't practice. So that'll be a storyline for this week. But right now, Anthony Richardson does not show up on the post-game injury report, but Za'Darius Smith does. The right outside pass rusher is going to be out 4 weeks with a torn labrum, officially putting him out until the last week of the season. So, oh boy, we got 2 starters on the, well, actually 3 starters. DJ Wanham is starting there at that left outside linebacker position. We'll get him back. And then the rookie Jaquelin Roy still out 3 weeks with that hip. So we're going to go ahead and advance the week, and we will see our fate when it comes to playoff seeding. Excuse me. I will see you in just a minute. And hello and welcome back to the main screen. We have a weekly award. We all know who that's going to go to, but we have to check out something more importantly. And that is where the Minnesota Vikings will be in the seeding. And there you go. We're still number 2. Not a lot of movement this week on the playoff bracket. That means the Buccaneers must have won. I guess we could have went over and checked the league schedule. Yep, they're 9-3. So, we'll see how bad it was last week. As we take a look at the game, it was Tampa Bay winning 31-24 Sunday Night Football. So, yeah. So in the Battle of Florida, Tampa Bay and Will Levis gets it done. The only good thing about last week, Minnesota Vikings won. The Green Bay Packers are still putting a little bit of pressure on the Vikings, as are the Chicago Bears. The Lions are mathematically eliminated, so there you have it. Let's take a look at the weekly awards, and we all know who it is. It is Justin Jefferson, 12 catches, 275, 4 touchdowns. He did have a fumble, but there you go. Robert Woods on the other side in the AFC. Also, 4 touchdowns in his stat line. DeForest Buckner, 3 sacks, 8 tackles. Will win him AFC Defensive Player. And then Fuller, of the Kendall variety, I do believe. 11 tackles, 2 picks, 1 touch. There for the Commanders. For the Vikings, this week you really monitor that shoulder. It is the throwing shoulder of Anthony Richardson. He did not appear on the post-game injury report. I don't believe he will appear on the midweek injury report. You have until Wednesday to kind of put that together. So we'll see what happens there. I mean, if Malik Willis has to start, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But just keep in the back of your head that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing the Tennessee Titans, who are 3-9. Anthony Richardson, the number 1 quarterback in terms of yardage. So there's that. That's the only storyline we have outside of that game. Zadarius Smith goes down. But Janaris Robinson in his spot in the fourth quarter there, he played pretty good from what I saw. I'll have to go back and watch the all 22, but Janaris Robinson did pretty good there on the last couple drives for the Minnesota Vikings defensively. The big story obviously this week is Anthony Richardson, rookie quarterback, in talks for Offensive Player of the Year, Offensive Rookie of the Year, and MVP for sure. But I don't know if he'll get in because of the interceptions. We'll see. This has been Randy Replay. As you can see, we have the Pittsburgh Steelers at US Bank Stadium. I do believe this is a Sunday night game. Oh, no. We have back-to-back Thursday night football games. So, one at home. So, Minnesota will be wearing their Color Rush purple jerseys. And then one away at Kansas City next week. So, if you rattle off a win here at home, you go on the road to Kansas City. I had us losing that in the beginning of the year. You're 10-4 with 3 games left at home. The Giants, the Bears, and the Lions. So, I mean, if we go 4-1, a 13-4. I do believe that will hopefully be enough. I did not expect us to have that close of a game. Like I expected us to win, but not 7-point victory. But either way, Minnesota victorious once again, 59-52. This has been Randy Replay. I will see you in the next one.